What's up, everybody? It's Ray from 2.5 Man Garage. Today we had the oil pressure sensor light come on the 2013 Jetta, 125,000 miles. It came on with a cold start one morning, then it went off, and then a couple days later it came on again. So we're going to debug that today. Okay? Let's get into it. Our 2013 Volkswagen Jetta just had the oil changed maybe a month ago. I am getting a temporary oil light on after I turn it on, and then it goes away. I don't hear any knocking. I don't hear anything bad while I'm driving it, and again it goes away. And it could possibly be the oil filter that I use collapsed. So I am going to give us another oil change. I'm going to use an STP S9911XL with some 5W40 STP. And let's give it a go, see if that takes care of it. Okay, we got the 2013 Jetta up on ramps, and we have 8 T25s that we got to remove in order to get to the filter. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. And then it repeats on the other side. Let's pull this down and then let's get to the filter. With the 8 T25 screws removed and the patch, we get quickly to the oil filter here. There's a purge here. I will use an oil wrench to take this off counterclockwise, and then we'll take a look at the filter to see if it's crushed. Here, we twisted this cap off. This is a little purge valve that you can use. I'm not going to use it. I have a little salad bowl here that's going to collect the oil that comes out of this. You lefty-loosey, and then you should start to see some oil coming out. And again, we have a periodic oil light that comes on, and we're trying to see if the actual filter is crushed. Oops. Let's clean that up. I'll be right back. Here is our oil filter housing. Here is our oil filter. Now, I don't know much about Volkswagen and these filters, but it does not look crushed or collapsed. In my opinion, it looks pretty straightforward. It actually doesn't look bad. The gasket is still in there and it looks pretty good. Again, we had a momentary oil light come on after start and then come off. The oil showed full. I read some posts that these possibly could collapse these paper filters and then not create a flow, which then would throw the light. This looks good. Let me go ahead and change out the gasket, change the filter. Again, I went with an S9911XL. We're going to do some new full synthetic oil as well. All right, we'll see if that resolves it. If not, we continue. New filter in. It slides right in. You can see it should spin right around the plastic housing that it sits on. Pretty free flowing. The old gasket is out, which it looks in really good shape. I put the new gasket in there. You kind of just tuck it around all the way around. I had to use a pick to pull out the old one, but okay, we continue. We'll put this back on, and then I'll use a 19 millimeter to drain the oil, and then we'll start putting some fresh oil in. Fit that filter and into that. All right, let's do that. This guy's got to fit into there. It's got to line up perfect. Voila. There we go. I go hand tight, and then I use my oil filter wrench, and then I go a quarter turn. Again, I don't know that this is anything wrong with Volkswagen or if I should be doing that. Oh, wrong way. Boy, I'm having a great day today. Let's try that again. Quarter turn. There we go. Hand tight, quarter turn, and secure. We'll get the cap back on here, the drain cap, which we're going to use next time. Dear God, after that explosion of oil. Boom, that's tight. I used a 19 millimeter here, drain the oil. Let me snug this and let's get some oil in it. Okay, time to put some 5W40 Euro full synthetic in. We got our oil filter hand tight and then a quarter turn with the filter wrench. That seems to be the recipe for me. Some people don't usually like to use a wrench, but yeah, the quarter turn, a little bit extra safety. Here, just gonna put in 5 quarts to start. I got an extra quart over there. I think she's a little under 6. And again, the oil light came on momentarily after start and then went off. And from what I read, the 3 scenarios were low on oil, oil pressure sensor, one of the oil pressure sensors. So I just starting with the oil. Oil was full, but still will change. After the 5 quarts, I'll add a half a quart. And then we will start it and make sure that nothing leaks underneath. All right, let's give it a start. I tend to turn it off after the first time just to get the oil flowing. Turn it back on. There is no oil light on. Let's go check for leaks. Nothing egregious. Plug looks good. Filter looks good. Motor sounds good. Okay, let's let it settle and see how much more oil we got to add. So let's recap, team. We had an oil pressure light come on twice this week on the Jetta. It went off shortly after the cold start. I finally got it into the garage today. We checked the oil. It was full. We changed the oil just to change it. We checked the filter, the paper filter. There was no breakage or twisting or clumpage that would potentially stop flow. We checked the oil pressure sensors. There's nothing leaking there, so I don't know, to be honest with you. Let's see how it goes. Again, a fresh 6.3 quarts of full synthetic in her. And yeah, I'll pay attention. And if it comes back on, we'll jump back on here and we'll debug it. All right, guys. Thank you.